What a win for Sunderland. Come on. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is episode number 42 of Career Mode. We've got loads of stuff to get through today, man. Really looking forward to it as well. We've got more big games in the Premier League on the back of that big late comeback against Arsenal. We're now only behind Man City on goal difference and 6 clear of the Gunners as well. We'll have the FA Cup third round away against Fleetwood Town. We start our trophy defence off. We'll have the Carabao Quarter Final against Nottingham Forest on Christmas Day, and the January window is going to open as well. So loads to get through today, as I've just given Lucharel a new contract. He is now in his 30s, but one of my most dependable players here, if not my most dependable player here, so I want to keep him till retirement. And our first game today, Fulham at home, which should be a banker. We could go top of the table with 3 points at the Stadium Light. So first game, Fulham at home. How are the lads? So come the end of the episode, I want 3 things to have happened. Sunderland to be, in the FA Cup fourth round, which we should be able to do. Sunderland to be in the Carabao Cup semis for the first time in the save, and Sunderland to be top of the table. All those things are doable, but whether we do them all is a different matter. But we'll struggle with Alpha. He's going to be out for that Carabao Cup semi. He wasn't going to play anyway because we had the backup brigade out there for it. But I'm hoping that will just be a bruise. First injury to say, fingers crossed, just a knock. On the sliders, by the way, I've kept them the same as they have been since Season 2. Nothing's been changed since then, apart from the injury severity has increased from 40 to 50. But the frequency is still 92. I can bump it up even further if you want, but it's just not really getting us anything at all. And I think this, to me, is something EA need to look at, man. Like we said before, injuries are a real part of sport, both team and individual. You know, they're going to happen during the course of a long season, especially when you've got so many games to squeeze into a calendar. And I think EA needs to understand that. Like, yes, it can be frustrating to get the injuries, but it's realistic and it's immersive. And so, even though we've got them almost as high as they could possibly be, we're still getting like 1 or 2 a season max, and that is just ludicrous for a team that's playing as many games as we are. So yeah, many things have been improved for this year's FC. Many things I'll give EA props for. That is not one of them. They've got to work on that. Wait, hang on, that severity was for user, wasn't it? Not CPU. That would explain a lot. No, it is indeed user. For a second there, I thought that increased the severity on the CPU. I want to hurt all of my opponents, but no, they're just not coming. They're just not coming at all, and it's like, you know, like maybe once in a blue moon, teams might get lucky of a season and barely have any injuries. The vast majority of the times, they're going to have quite a few to be dealing with. And especially when you're playing in Europe and going far in the cups as well. Yeah, I feel like EA really need to work on that. I understand they can be frustrating, believe me. But, Hannibal, what a ball. Go on, Ahmad. Go on, son. You've been good this season. Yeah, great finish. I think he's got more assists than anyone else in the Premier League, and that is his 3rd in the season as well. Right before the break, Sunderland have the breakthrough. And that was a lovely ball by Hannibal as well. Perfectly weighted, even in these conditions. It can be so hard to do that. I can't stand playing in the rain. I really can't. And that's why whenever I go into a game in these conditions, I just think, get the goal. If you've got to grind out the 1-0, so be it. Because the chances are I'm not going to play good football. You see throughout this game, I've scored some lovely team goals, if I don't say so myself. I've really worked hard on my gameplay this year, and I'm glad that you guys have been noticing in the comments as well. But it's very hard to play good football when the conditions are like this. And it's why I said before, for me, I think EA, you know, having the weather effects now in the game is good. I'm glad they've implemented this into the game. Because beforehand, it was only really the snow that affected the conditions. And now, going back quite a while now, back in like the days of FIFA 12, FIFA 13, if you played on the snow, if you remember back in those days, the ball just bounced off the turf like it was rock solid concrete, you know, it was hilarious. But I just think they're a little too exaggerated. If they just tone them down a little bit, they'll hit the sweet spot, I'm sure. It's a sweet spot. God, I love that song. Anyway, still leading by 1. Let's see if we can get that second goal. Hannibal, who got the assist for the first, finds Talby, and the Belgian-born Moroccan off to Siddiqui. Little space here for Siddiqui to shoot, and he will. Hine makes the save, and Fulham should clear. Give it away. Talby to Norton. Easy finish. A gift from Fulham, and a second for Sunderland. Tune it up, and that should do it now. Perfect start to today's episode. I said I wanted 3 things to happen come the end of it. Top of the Premier League, into the FA Cup fourth round, and into the Carabao Cup semis as well. Well, right now we've just done the form up with that win for at least 24 hours there against Fulham, and now we'll see if we can do the third of those 3 things today. Yep, following game on Christmas Day. If Fatawi's injury is longer than the bruise, I'll show you, but I'm pretty confident it will just be 5 days. But next up, Nottingham Forest away from home at the City Ground. Carabao Cup Quarter Final. finals with a chance to make the semis for the first time in the save. Let's go get it done. Nottingham Forest away on Christmas Day. How are you, the backup brigade? I say the backup brigade. It's worth pointing out that a lot of these players would be starters at other Premier League teams. You got Hinchelwood at right back, he's 84 overall. Ogachukwu and Steve are both 81. You got Burrows at 80, Riggs 81, Neil I think is 82. So it's a good team. Like, you know, let's be honest here. It might be our backup side, but it's still a really good team. And so I'm not surprised we've managed to make it here. Granted, I thought we'd get knocked out in the previous round, but even so, we are here. And let's see if we can make that semi-final place for the first time in the save as well. I do wish the EA would add the Carabao Cup to your list of objectives. I really do. I wish they'd call it like a minor objective, you know. So not quite as important as the FA. And if you're playing a European competition, those competitions, and of course the Premier League too. But yeah, I guess one day we shall see. You know, here's Kook, the Estonian, lovely flick there, the shot blocked, it'll drop to Dan Neil. He's got space to shoot on the half volley. Oh, that was almost an amazing goal. Felix and Metcha rolls it across. Nicholas Dominguez, great close down from Dan. He's everywhere, man. He is, I love Dan Neil. It's why he wears that captain's armband when Trey's not out there. I'm so annoyed that he had to go in Season 1 because of the common bug we see this year with players just upping and leaving after like 3 months of not playing every single game. But I'm glad I brought him back because he is a warrior. He's a warrior. And I love the guy to pieces, man. And as he rolls through Promise David, he should get the assist for the opening goal. Get in! And the big man up top scores a big goal. 25 to play. 3-3 in the League Cup. Sunderland in front. Easy, last chance. Last chance. Felix and Metcha looking to turn down Neil. Harrison does well, and that is going to do it. Just hoof it long, son. That will do. And there it is. Sunderland survive and make the semis. First time in the save. We are into the final four. It's courtesy of Promise David, down and out a stormer through the middle of the park, and the backup brigade's journey continues. Semi-finals for the first time in my tenure, here we come. And in those semi-finals, I believe it'll be one of the big boys, because I think that's all that's remaining now. I saw Chelsea got through last night. The other ties were, yeah, Man City versus Fulham, and okay, West Ham and Liverpool play tomorrow on Boxing Day, but I expect Liverpool to win that, which means that it will be one of the big lads, and we'll be underdogs against whoever we face. Well, no, we will be, because we're playing the backup side, and it's going to be... Yeah, Man City. So West Ham did knock out Liverpool in the end, to be fair. Fair play to Nuno. But yeah, it will be Man City in the semis, and I can't see us getting through that. I really can't. I think what we'll do is we'll stop short of that semi-final. And then can I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I'll stop short of that semi-final. So we'll play all the way up to Fleetwood Town today. And then we'll have both of the semi-final second legs in the next episode, along with the final league phase games in the Champions League as well. So before we get there, back to matters in the Premier League, and we are top by 3 as well. Man City finally lost for the second time this season, so golden chance here to extend the gap at the top of the table on Friday night and really put the pressure on and being top heading into the calendar year of 2030. So following game, back to matters in the Premier League, back to full strength. It is Bournemouth away at the Vitality, and a chance to go 6 clear for at least 24 hours. How are the lads? Oh, Jarrod Brownfay gets in trouble. Roos makes the save and keeps it at 0-0. 23 minutes ago, it's been an awful game. Awful game. It's Friday afternoon during the Christmas break, so most folks still off work. It's bitterly cold on the south coast here, but the sun is blaring. It's one of the rare times I don't mind the cold. As you know, I'm not one who likes the cold. I much prefer the sun. Oh, what a finish! Come on! And the warm and the heat, I do much better in these conditions, but there's one exception I will make where I like it being bitterly cold in the UK. When the sun is blaring, there's not a cloud in the sky, you're off out on your walk or maybe going to a game, and the fans that have made the long trip down south for this one on Friday afternoon must have been thinking for a long time they were wishing they stayed in Sunderland. Not anymore. 20 minutes to go, and Abdul Fattah will have just scored a wonderful goal to surely give us the 3 points in a bit of a dead rubber. Splits the defence in 2, bends it in far corner, and that is what a star can do. Black Cats in front. So the final 10 minutes have gone quite defensive here. I brought on Burrows as a right winger. I sometimes play Harrison on the wings. I quite like him. He's got pace and an end product, but also he's very good defensively, being a left back by trade. But with 6 to play, let's see if we can shut up shop here and just see out the 3 points. It's one of those games where we're not going to play great fluid football and win 3 or 4-0. We just need to grind out what we've got, and let's see if we can. Diaby trying to step in field. Look at the blue shirts here, just all in position, making sure Bournemouth don't get an easy chance for a cross. And when they do, there's someone in the middle, but Conrad Harder wins it, only for Roos to deny him and keep us still leading with 2 to play. He's made 2 brilliant saves this afternoon and rightfully mobbed by his teammates. This season, Robin has got back to his best form. Last season, we talked about it, he was off the mark in many games. This season, well in Harrison, this season, he's really got back to his best. As we always say, man, form is temporary, class is permanent. Last year, he'll admit it, he was not at his best. This season, very, very good and making priceless saves on many occasions. Final chance, Diaby steps inside, great dribble, and the finish goes just wide, and he knows it, that was the last chance, and Sunderland will grind out the 3 points. Not at our best, escaping late, but leaving back north with the 3 points. Get in. Come on, those are the big tests that can get you to a Premier League title. When you've not been at your best, when you've had to scrap, when you've had to grind it out, but you still get all 3 points. That is a huge win for our 4th on the trot in all competitions. That's a massive 3-point start. Can't understate how important of a win that is, man, to grind that out. Because Man City are playing Chelsea at the same time. I thought it was tomorrow, but it's actually today. So that could see us go further clear at the top. And it has by 5. So 5 clear now of Man City with 1 game to go before the halfway stage. There's an awful long way to go. Arsenal are right behind as well. I'm not going to get too excited about this, but this could be the time now for Sunderland to gain a bit of separation for the first time since we lost it. So big win there. January is here, and again, despite all the money we've got, over 300 million in the budget, we're still not going to do anything in this window. Have Man City played again? No, they haven't. But yeah, we're not doing anything, man. We are keeping the band together. And I'm going to show you a quick loan watch as well. So just loaned out a few players too. Riveros is up 2 at Brentford right now. He's not played at all at the G-Tech. I know they're championship now, aren't they? But Arias, by the way, this is the one to get excited about. He's played pretty much, he's played every game for Brighton this season. 2 goals and 5 assists in 18 games as well. I have to say, we've been waiting for the next academy player to possibly jump into the first team. When he's back in the summer, well, he won't take Fatawi's place, but he'll definitely be coming off the bench, no doubt about that. Ajay's just left to Wolves. Dodds just left to Basel. Adebola has just left to Celta Vigo. And Kuka's just left to Sassuolo. Talbot is up 2 with Ajax right now in Amsterdam. Okafor, who grew brilliantly last season, only up 2 this year with QPR. Hermansen's up 2 at Cardiff. Albornoz is up 2 at Stoke. Sandstrom's up 3 in Belgium. Moreira's up 6 with Bradford City. Elkstrom is up 3 at FCSB. Mori is up 5 at Gangwon. And People, who is up 1 right now with FC Anarchy. So there is your loan watch for you. I'm sorry I haven't done it this season, but it's been hard to condense the episodes, let alone take a couple minutes to show you how my youngsters are getting on. But Arias, man, he's the one. He is the one to get excited about. Right, following game, again, 4 wins on a row for Sunderland. 3 straight clean sheets in all competitions as well. Now, taking on Nottingham Forest again, this time at home, this time back in the Premier League, and a chance to go possibly 8 clear at the top of the table. This is the time now for Sunderland to gain some separation. Let's go do it. Following game, Forest at home. How are the lads? These are indeed the moments where you've got to take advantage, because it's very rare you'll have a gap in terms of points on the great Manchester City. They are so good in career mode. As we know, oh, what a ball, Hannibal. Oh, Norton's through. Must finish. Oh, I missed. My thumb slipped off the circle button. You got to take advantage. Right on cue. Norton's going to be offside there, isn't he? There. So another good save by Odero, but this time the flag was up. But literally right on cue. I was just about to say, you can't miss your opportunities. It's exactly what I did. Still 0-0. Thumb slipped on the circle button and Forest will escape. But Man City are that good. They rarely slip up, so you can't either. If you've got a chance to extend the gap, you got to take it. James McAtee looking for a bit of space here. Metri's cross, awkward one. Siddiqui deals with it well. And the mad controls, flicks it through. And Hannibal, not really sure where I was going there, but just about kept holding the ball. As we shall pass our way forward, still tied at 0-0. Kyle gets on the run. That's a brilliant ball by Norton. And a great save by Odero, but Siddiqui pops in the rebound and gives us the lead right before the break. It is Noah's second of the year. It's a little fortunate, but we will take it. Still leading by 1 as Jared was a little slow to move. Calamuendo. It's the problem we talked about in the last episode, man. I really like Branthwaite, but his agility is just too low. You have to be so quick with a defender who's got really, really low agility, because if a forward runs at you, if you're turning, it takes so long for them to move to one direction. And unlike Gertrude, for example, that can do it very quickly, it means that half a second gap, it might not sound like a lot, but in the top level, it's all it takes. It is all it takes, man. I do like Branthwaite, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think for next season, I'm already thinking if we are to make a signing, or even in this January window, it is probably a replacement for Branthwaite. Not taking him out of the team, but dropping him to the bench, because that's what he can do. That's what he's best at. Great ball, and he might get an assist as well to make up for it. A man off the post. And David Hanko clears, but he's physically very strong. He wins all of his aerial duels, and the vast majority of them as well. Great tackler, but it's just the agility. At times, you get caught out with it. Barrow, good tackle. As we're still tied at 1-1. Can't drop the points here, man. We've got to find that winner. Hannibal out wide finds Talby. Poked in. Norton's onside. Norton's onside. Come on! And Kyle restores the lead. 22 to go. Not double digits yet. 1 goal away from double digits. But Sunderland back in front. I've taken off Jared. I think Calamuendo has really put him under a lot of pressure in this game, which he struggled to deal with. But like I said, we back him in the vast majority of games. Totally fine. It's just every now and then that low agility stat. Because I know it's a me problem. I know it's me that's got the issue. But ball down. Touch Kyle. Finish. Easy money for the dagger. And there is double digits. There is his brace. And there is the 5th win in a row in all competitions for Sunderland. It's just that for me, sometimes my reaction time it isn't quite what it used to be, as I'm starting to get a little older. But that's where I need a player of higher agility to bail me out. But speaking of agility, great turn by Kyle. Just puts the keeper off and bends it in bottom corner for the simplest of finishes. Game over, good night, and Sunderland staying top of the table and keeping Man City away. Our next 2 games, Liverpool at home and Man City away. So we might end up losing back-to-back. That's why these games here have to be wins, no exception. Ooh, and Man City just about held off Southampton. Arsenal got a big win away at Newcastle as well. So it's still incredibly tight. But again, that's why. Ooh, Aston Villa putting a bid for Maxime. Bro, I know you'd like more game time, as they included Mitoma in the swap deal. But just stay with me this season, bro. Stay with me this season. Because I'm going to need everyone. I'm going to need everyone if we are to win this Premier League title. 3 more offers there. Who's coming there? Reina wanted by. I'm going to loan him out. I want to loan this guy out anyway. So Sporting Lisbon, I can take him for the rest of the season. And a bid for Burrows, which I'm going to turn down. So like I said, I need everyone. I need everyone. If we are going to win this Premier League title, I need everyone involved. And heading into that game again, Liverpool at home and then Man City away. It is so tight in the race for that title. I don't think you can rule out Liverpool, really, who we take on in our following game here. Halfway through, they are 12 behind, but they've got a great team, as we know. And as we know, we saw on the weekend as well, right now they're going through a rough patch, but they're a great team. I'm sure they'll stabilise through this storm and start to make a run in the second half of the season. As for us, 5 clear of Man City, but a chance to go 15 clear of Liverpool with a win here in our following game. So 3 more today. Let's jump into this one. All 3 big ones, and this one a very big one. Back at the Stadium of Light. 4th place Liverpool coming to the northeast of England, and a win here could send us 8 clear of Man City at the top of the table if they fail to match our results. So massive game here, but Liverpool trying to get back in the title race and cut the deficit to single digits. Huge game here. Liverpool at home. How are the lads? Yeah, big loss for Liverpool on Sunday. Massive win for Manchester United, and you could call it a redemption moment for Harry Maguire as well. His strength of character since he joined Manchester United, my goodness, for him to handle what he's had to handle, fair play. Those are the moments that I'm sure are, I guess, what you call vindication for the England international. But for Liverpool, you know, it's been a tough run, and no one's going to deny that. But I think for me, it's one of those where it's like, we saw it with Man City last season, and they had this horrendous run on the back of the Rodri injury. And I kept saying throughout, I had them down as being in the top 4, and I said, they're going to be fine. They'll be all right. Every team, no matter the strength, no matter the quality, are going to have moments like this. Football has become more and more of a knee-jerk reaction in terms of people's approach to it. Look, it's a 38-game season with cups and European fixtures. We are at a very early stage of it. They're going to be all right. Yes, it's been a tough start. Yes, even when they've been winning, they've been doing it late and in somewhat unconvincing fashion. But they're going to be okay. Man City stabilised. They were fine. They finished in a Champions League place. And this year, they're looking back to their best. Liverpool will be the same. It's a tough period of time, but they'll get through the storm and they'll be all right. Isak drills in the opener. He's had a tough start, but he's a class striker, and eventually he'll find his feet there at Anfield as well. 13 minutes in, he's got the lead here. Every time an ex-Magpie striker scores, he'll get booed. 12th of the season, Liverpool in front. I think it's just human psychology has changed so much over the past 10, 15 years. But particularly to the point where now it's like everything seems to be very instant gratification. And so it's understandable for people now to have more knee-jerk reactions than before. But I think when we can step outside that, oh, Fatawu, wonderful leveller, we can understand this is just a very brief blip in a long period of time. And I get it, because of the culture we live in now, because of the society we're now creating, I understand why the instant gratification era is now causing a lot of people to have very knee-jerk reactions to short-term occurrences. But when you can step back and realise this is just a very brief period of time, it's okay. And you can't always be on the up. You can't always win. It's a life lesson. The earlier you learn it, the better it is, you know. But you'll be better served it as soon as you do. Liverpool will be fine. They're getting a lot of memes, a lot of criticism. They'll be okay. They'll be all right. Whether they can run it back, I guess we'll see. But they'll be okay long term. They're not going to fall away and get relegated. I don't think it's that bad. As Foden finds Isak. Oh, what a goal. What a player. What a start to the game. 32 minutes in, topsy-turvy, Liverpool back in front, and it's that ex-Magpie again. Hannibal to Siddiqui, through the gap. Norton offloads. Can he play the 1-2? Yes, he can. Can he finish? Yes, he can. What a first half at the Stadium of Light. Kyle's on them for the season. Sunderland back on level terms. This has been a thrilling start to the game. 20 minutes on the clock. Is there going to be a late winner? You know, the cliches that football is a game of two halves. Well, the first half, fantastic. 4 goals, absolute thriller. Oh dear. But the second half's been full of that, really. Turnovers in the middle of the park with nothing creative whatsoever. It's been a really poor second half. Is there going to be a 5th goal? And one of these teams taking a huge 3 points in their bid for a Premier League title. Liverpool have not won it in the save yet. Sunderland have not won it in the save yet. And Man City will be loving this. Both title rivals cancelling each other out. 13 to play. A little nervous to go too far forward and watch Liverpool come through on the counter. But if we are going to find a winner, we need to be brave. Speaking of which, Taubi looks to turn. It's great dribbling. It's a good save by Mamadashvili. It was really straight at him, but he had to make it. And the only real chance of the second, stopped by the Georgian. And it looks as though we're going to spurn that chance to win it late as Liverpool get it away. EA really need to work on these crowd reactions, don't they? Well, we just played out a thriller over 4-goal swing where we battled back twice to claim a point against a really strong Liverpool side, where we're still unbeaten after no defeats in this run of 7 in all competitions, and the crowd are fuming. Really? I mean, I love to have those high standards, but come on, guys. It ain't that deep. It certainly ain't that bad. 2-2, it's a point. I'll take it. Did Man City win? They did indeed. 4-2. Arsenal also beating Nottingham Forest. So it means that as we're about to go into that game, oh, I don't know. Can we do it? Can we hold them off and win this Premier League title? Well, we're 4 clear of Arsenal. We now got a game in hand on Liverpool, but a 9-point gap there. So they've cut the gap to single digits. They're still in it. They're still in the race. I don't think you can count Chelsea out either with 17 to play, but Man City and Arsenal are the main challengers right now. And if we lose this game, our final one today, which we will jump in. We got Fleetwood Town, but our penultimate game today, Man City away at the Etihad Stadium. If we lose this, we'll drop to second place in the table. So, biggest game of the season so far, there is no doubt about it. It's too early to call it a title decider, but it is a huge title clash where we could go 6 points clear or drop to second in the table. Following game, penultimate one today, biggest of the campaign so far, the champions, the back-to-back winners, Man City away at the Etihad Stadium. How are you, the lads? Moise Kean going for the golden boot, top scorer in the Premier League, will do well to keep him quiet tonight. And he's had a brilliant resurgence in Florence, hasn't he, man? I mean, it seems like it was a million years ago when he joined Everton as a youngster from Juventus. They spent big on the kid, and he didn't quite take to life there at Goodison Park. Obviously, left on loan, then rejoined Juve, couldn't recapture his form, left permanently to Fiorentina, and since then, he's been brilliant, hasn't he? They love him there in Tuscany. And back in the Premier League in this save, but not having the same problems he did first time around at Goodison. So tonight, like I said, keeping him quiet is going to be very hard to do as he chases that golden boot for the second year in a row. Hinchwood, great ball through, Talby 1-on-1, yes, come on, what a start, and the Belgian-born Moroccan gives Sunderland the lead with his 7th in 21, 1 in every 3 for Talby. And the Black Cats stun the Etihad silent, apart from a portion of those fans behind Robin's goal. It's an excellent ball by Jack, put into the team mainly tonight for the defensive capabilities, but for that moment there, the thread through ball. Talby with the opener, Sunderland in front. Throw for Sunderland, trade to take. And I can't see Kyle Norton beating Diaz in the air, so I'll just try and run away and see if... But it does work. Ahmad! Oh, what a save, Donnarumma. There you go. That was not quite how I drew it up, but it almost worked out. It was almost our second goal. I'm appearing quite calm on the sidelines, but internally, I'm stunned that we're leading by 1 and almost went up by 2. Fatawu with the corner, whips it into the near post, and Maxim hits the crossbar. In for Branthwaite, and the 2 changes tonight have almost got us 2 goals out. First Hinshaw with the assist, and then Esteve off the woodwork. Sunderland playing some brilliant football, looking the better team, deservedly in front and almost 2 up. City have not got going yet, as Denzel Dumfries is sent down the right hand side. And the former Inter Milan man keeps his dribble going, rolls it in. There is that top scorer, Moise Kean denied by Roos, and here they come. Here it comes. Here come Man City. We were waiting for it. At some point they were going to up the intensity and show why they are back-to-back champions by double digits. Excellent save by Roos. Still leading, but only by 1. As Haaland dinks it through, Guerrero is there, and Roos just hoof it, son, just hoof it. Still in front for now. Haaland. Whoa, how on earth did Haaland win that? He just went flying. I think he shouldered the ball away from Trey to keep possession in Man City's hands. And here they come down the right hand side. Ball rolled in. There's Keane, and Roofs again stops the top scorer in the league from adding to his goal tally. Well, I needed a big display from Robin tonight, and it's another great performance from our number 22 as Diaz's header goes wide. Well, as we kept saying, form is temporary, class is permanent. Last year he had a couple of shockers. Last year he was underwhelming to say the very least. But this season, he's back to his best. And tonight, when I needed him on his game, he has not let me down. Doku for Manchester City, looking for a bit of space. Turns Ahmad, rolls it through. Chouameni, Erling Haaland, great touch. Off the crossbar, Guerrero, you've got to win that, doesn't Keane? What a save! Robin Roofs, once again, with an incredible save. Where are the replays for this guy? EA have a personal agenda against Robin Roos. I'm telling you, he never gets the replays, despite making incredible saves. Oh, he took a deflection, actually, off Lutriel. Haaland's effort. That touch by Gertrudia. Wrong-footed Roos, almost carried it in, off the crossbar, bounces down, and as Keane is first to react, beats his man. Oh, Robin at full stretch, when seconds prior he was getting off the turf, makes an unbelievable save. Did it hit the post as well? I think it does. Oh, that's unbelievable. Form is temporary, class is permanent. Robin Roofs on fire this season. This is one of the all-time great goalkeeping performances in Premier League history. Up there amongst Schmeichel against Newcastle United all those years ago. And with 10 to play, we are almost there. And whilst it was Talby with the open... Oh, hang on. Norton turns, shoots, Donnarumma saves and keeps it at 1. Whilst it was Talby on one end, it's Roos who really deserves the flowers. Norton far post! Come on! Kyle Norton has just ensured that Sunderland are going to go further clear at the top of the table with, I think, our first win at the Etihad of the save. The ball drops kindly to him and the youngster takes a touch, blasts it with all his shot power, beats Donnarumma and wraps it up. Sunderland are going 7 clear in pole position. This might be win of the save for what it could mean. A long way to go, don't get me wrong, but what a win this is going to be. Do 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 do. Kyle Norton. Do 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 do. Oh. Right, let's see the clean sheet out for Robin now, boys. Come on. He's bailed us out time after time after time again tonight. Let's not let him lose the clean sheet. He deserves it. Docky's shot, now it's easily claimed. You think a goalkeeper like Robin is going to get beat from there? Come on now. Yes. Oh. Might have lost the winning run against Liverpool, but stayed unbeaten. And yeah, I'm going to call it. This might be our biggest win of the save. Definitely in the Premier League. We've never had a bigger win than this. Sunderland goes 7 clear and have destiny in our own hands in our remaining Premier League fixtures. What a performance from those Black Cats. Oh, no surprise Alex Scott is giving him his flowers in the post-match interview as well. Because I'll be honest here, we were just as good as Man City, but I think they might have edged it on another day. But the reason why we scored 2 and they scored none, it was the difference in goalkeepers. Donnarumma might be one of the best, if not the best in the world, but for Robin Roos, well, I'll call it. I will call it. I think he's the best in the Premier League right now. In this save, absolutely unbelievable performance tonight. Unbelievable, and it means that we're 17 to 8. Look, it's a long way to go. I said it was 7. It's actually 6 clear of Man City because I can't do basic maths. But it's 6 clear of Man City, 4 clear of Arsenal. There's a long way to go, but psychologically, what a win like that can do to your confidence is absolutely massive. Get in. Right, following game, we'll do one more, despite that fantastic high. Let's make sure we make it through to the FA Cup 4th round today and continue our trophy defence. Our final game, I don't think it'll be as dramatic. But hopefully we'll get the same scoreline and the same result. EFL League 2 side, Fleetwood Town away in the FA Cup 3rd round as we begin our trophy defence. And I have a strong lineup out there for the game today as well, because I forgot on Wednesday night it's the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi, and I'm not switching up on the squad. Like I told them, I said the backup brigade, you're going to play every single round, regardless of where we are, regardless of the opponent. So get ready. You know, we've got Man City on Wednesday night. You'll be playing that one. Forget Fleetwood Town. Let the starters handle this one here as Garreau finds Norton, and it is an early opening goal as the academy boys link up. But yeah, I'm not changing up on my gang, man. I told them they're all going to play in the Carabao Cup semi every round, no matter what the opponent. Chance for Norton to extend his goal scoring record for us though, which is nice. We mentioned before, like one of the things I really want EA to work on for career mode going forward is the historical data. I'd love to see it, you know, who your top scorer of the saves, for example, because if you want to do it, you can track it yourself, just using, you know, Microsoft Word or whatever, or the Apple equivalent, Apple Pages. But yeah, I'd like EA to be able to track it within the save as well, you know, it'd be a lot easier for you. And it'd be nice to know how many goals behind Robbie Norton is. I'd wager it's still quite a few, but he's catching up, little by little he's catching up. And Hannibal belts it, belts in the second to ensure this comfortable afternoon will be nothing other than that. That's a sweet strike. He knows all about sweet strikes in the FA Cup. Sunderland, 2 goals up, 35 in. Yep, it's a very comfortable win for Sunderland, and in our trophy defence, first time we've had a chance of defending a trophy in the save. We've got off to a winning start. It was as comfortable as we were expecting, but into the next round, and our quadruple dreams, I couldn't say that with a straight face, remain alive. But that'll do it for today's episode of Career Mode, guys. Massive thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I'll return in the next one, and it's going to be one of the biggest episodes of the save, where we will have games in all 4 competitions. The FA Cup 4th round against whoever it will be, you'll see it on the screen. The Carabao Cup semi-final, both days against Man City. Match day 7 and 8 of the Champions League league phase, and more big games in the Premier League, aim to pull away from Man City. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.